Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show. I'm your host, Sherard, live on location at the Leaning Tower Pizza and Pasta in Sherman Oaks, California. We're having a wonderful time this Friday evening. We just had the legendary Freeway Rick Ross on the show, giving his side of the story. If you missed it, you missed a treat, ladies and gentlemen. But you can always watch it on the Sherard Show app. That's coming soon to your iPhone, iPad, as well as your Android. You can see all of my latest episodes, as well as some of the episodes coming up. You can't miss it. And as a matter of fact, the download is free, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the individual to my right, this beautiful young lady, I had the privilege of meeting her about a month ago. And when I saw her, I said, wow, Susan Sarandon has just gotten younger and prettier. And we got a chance to talk about a lot of different things pertaining to her career. And we're going to just jump right into it because it's a wonderful video that she has. You gotta see it. It's just one of the most phenomenal videos you're going to see. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Michelle Bernard, welcome to the Sherard Show. How are you, young lady?
Thank you.
You doing all right?
For having me. You're amazing. Yeah.
I'm honored to have you, so we're going to jump right into it. How are you? How was your Thanksgiving?
I had a great Thanksgiving. I worked, and nothing better than, paying bills. We do what we have to do so that we can do what we want to do.
Now, your story is pretty interesting because you're originally from New York. Is that correct?
I was born in Miami, but I moved out here from New York. So it's been quite a hike and quite a journey getting out here to Los Angeles.
Now, you've been doing a lot of very successful things as an actress. She looks a lot like Susan Sarandon, looks a lot like Julia Roberts. How far has that gotten your career in acting?
It's actually helped a lot. I've been doing look-alike work for Julia Roberts for about 13 years. I used to stand in for her for some incredible photographers in New York and was blessed to work with the incomparable Annie Leibovitz when she used to do her Vanity Fair covers, and I would do the redheads that were big at the time, Susan Sarandon, Julia Roberts, Julianne Moore, and she would do pre-light for those photo shoots for 2 or 3 days. And so I really got a taste of how she worked in her studio, and it was an incredible experience. I went on The View as Julia Roberts for 4 years in a row, doing the Oscar knockoff dresses, and actually got to wear the dress that she won her Academy Award in. So
that was for the Pretty Women?
No, she actually won for Erin Brockovich, and she wore her black and white Valentino. So that was an incredible opportunity, and I met Barbara Walters, so that was a win.
So you've been winning ever since you've been out here. Now, how long have you been out in LA?
It took me 11 years to be an overnight success out here. So it's been a long, hard, road, and it's been traveled on foot and bike and car, but I finally have driven to a stop that is flourishing for me right now. So I'm truly grateful and blessed with every opportunity that I have been given.
And that's a very interesting story because you said a key word about success. Now, everyone comes out here, when you talk to them, they're either an actor, they're an actress, they're a writer, they're a producer, they're a model, they're a singer. It's the same old story. What do you think is your niche that helped you to rise above? Is it because you're so beautiful? Is it because you look like Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon? What do you think your niche is?
You have to know your casting. And actually, when I first moved out here, I went to the Beverly Hills Playhouse, and that's where I studied for a very long time. And I met the very incredible and uber talented Beth Grant, who has been in everything and anything that everyone has ever seen, and she's having a very successful run on the Mindy Show right now. And when I met her, she grabbed my hand and pulled me aside, and she said something to me that has shaped the past decade. She said, "Don't ever worry, you're going to be a working actress. As long as you know your casting and embrace it, you will work forever and have a long career." And I, at that moment, realized that it was okay to not be beautiful and not always look amazing. And if you can get away with taking a risk, the way that you present yourself to certain casting directors, then you can take on and tackle roles that other people don't want. And if you look at drop-dead beautiful women who, you know, got their start in this business as beautiful models and, you know, pageant girls like Charlize Theron or Halle Berry. They both won Academy Awards for getting down and dirty and ugly and not wearing makeup and being salt of the earth and taking the risk. And when I started doing that, I started booking a lot of work, and I was okay with it. So I'm grateful.
That is an amazing story. Now, you know, the one thing that's very interesting is that a lot of people, when they come out here ignorant of the business, they say, you know what, I want to be a movie star. But I think for me, being an actor as well as a television show host, I think that being a working actor is better than being a movie star. What do you think? Being like a big-time superstar. What is your opinion?
I agree with you 100%, and I tell that to a lot of my friends because living in New York and working on the shows that I did, working with the actors that I worked with out there, James Gandolfini and Sarah Jessica Parker, and doing the Law and Orders and doing stand-in work and really, you know, paying my dues and doing background work, and I worked privately with Michael Imperioli out there. When I moved out to Hollywood, I realized that people that come out here want to be movie stars. People in New York are working actors, and there's a very big difference. Now, I'm not saying that I would never not return a call from George Lucas or Steven Spielberg and do their, you know, multi-million-dollar movies, but indie films is the genre that's where my heart is. I like to do roles that are story-driven, character-driven, where you really care about the characters, you get involved in their lives, you're intrigued by the things that they do and what they say. I don't need to be in a movie where I'm jumping out of a building that's exploding behind me. That would be amazing and wonderful, and I wouldn't turn that down, but that's not the intention that I have for myself or my career.
So you've acted in Law and Order?
Yeah, I actually played a juror. I did so much background on that show and so much stand-in work that I eventually got an upgrade and was a juror on one of the episodes. And yeah, that was a big part of my New York experience and acting life out there. So I was really grateful. I got to work with the incredible Jerry Orbach, and I just loved him. And I worked a lot on The Sopranos, doing a lot of background, and became friendly with Michael Imperioli. And when he decided that he was going to start teaching out there, I was part of his first class. And to work with him and get advice from him and learn how to present myself on film and do monologues and really take on a character, learning from him. I mean, he's incredible, and look at the career that he's had, and working with, he's worked with Spike Lee forever, and being on Sex and the City, and, you know, talking with Sarah Jessica Parker. I mean, you can't, those are people that have just been in the business forever, and to see how down to earth and real they are, it's very humbling, and that's the kind of career and the kind of person that I want to be once I reach that level.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, all the things that you've done in the industry and how busy you have been in the industry, because you really need to know how to act when you're on Law and Order. Those are some phenomenal actors, as well as Sopranos. Now, what character were you playing in Sopranos? I got to look that up.
I wasn't on The Sopranos. I just did stand-in work and background work. It's called paying your dues, you know, getting your foot in the door. I had just moved to New York from Miami, and I had been, you know, struggling to save up enough money to get my Screen Actors Guild card. And, you know, once I got it, I wasn't turning any work down, and being on set is just an incredible opportunity where you can network and meet other actors and meet people behind the scenes and make connections, and it was truly a great experience, and I wouldn't do it any differently.
When we come back, we're going to also talk about the phenomenal video that you all just got to see. It's going to be rolling, so you definitely got to see the phenomenal video she did recreating Thelma and Louise. I'm Sherard, live on location, sponsored by Leaning Tower Pizza and Pasta in Sherman Oaks, California. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show live on location, sponsored by the Leaning Tower Pizza and Pasta in Sherman Oaks, California. We're talking to the beautiful Michelle Bernard, the actress, starting off in Miami, went to New York, and now she's in LA, making waves all over. You did a video, a recreation of Thelma and Louise.
Yes.
And it's on YouTube. All you have to do is type in Michelle Bernard, or what else do you need to type in to pull up the video?
It is an incredible video for the famous DJ group called Above and Beyond. The song is called We're All We Need, and we recreated Thelma and Louise, and I played the Susan Sarandon character, Louise. We drove out to the Grand Canyon. It's by the incredible production company Green Glow Films, and the director was so generous and so kind, Ken Clark. And he just, really let us go for it. And there was no stunt double. I did all of the driving myself, and it was one of the most incredible experiences, and I was so grateful to be a part of it. And this week we just reached 1 million views.
Woo-hoo! That is phenomenal. But it's worth every view that they've received. See, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of times people tell you to watch a video on YouTube. You're like, okay, I watch it. And you're like, I don't know why I'm watching this. But this is one of those where you feel like you're watching the actual movie. You don't want the video to end, and you're like, wow. Even though you saw Thelma and Louise a million times, you're like, wow, what's going to happen next? It's just absolutely phenomenal, and you got to watch it. This girl is she's just the next hit. She's just
thank you so much. You're so sweet. I adore you.
She's just really pouring it on tonight. But she is just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask her one question about her career. What's next right after this? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sherard Show. I'm your host, Sherard. What is next for your career now? Here it is, December 12th. We are rapidly approaching Christmas. Now, we know Hollywood kind of shuts down during this period, but what can we look forward to in 2015?
In 2015, I am looking to be a series regular on a television show. I've been actually blessed with a couple offers this week that just came in the past couple days. A friend of mine is trying to redo a TV show that's on YouTube right now where they are trying to revamp, revise, and reboot this great concept. They had done about 6 episodes of it, and the lead just didn't work out. Sometimes things work, sometimes things don't. Eric Stoltz was an incredible actor in the 80s and got booked for Back to the Future, but Michael J. Fox made that movie the cult classic that it is today. So they're looking to cast me to replace the lead, so it's a great part. It's a really fun show, so we'll see how that manifests. And a friend of mine is also writing his own show, and I'm in the middle of reading his script to see if maybe I'll, play his wife, and we'll see what happens with that as well. So I have a lot of opportunities that have presented themselves to me this week, and I'm grateful for it heading into 2015, knowing that I'll be busy. So thank you.
Now, when you blow up, are you going to stop by the Sherard Show again when you just on all the billboards and on all the movies?
Oh my gosh, 100%, absolutely. I always remember everybody along the way. I love networking with people, and as I told you the day that I met you, everyone comes into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to be back because I'm grateful for the opportunity you gave me tonight.
Michelle, thanks for stopping by the Sherard Show.
Thank you so much.
I really enjoyed you. This girl is
so lovely.
She's such a riot, so much fun, so talented, so gifted. And we thank you all for stopping by the Sherard Show and for having us out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we're going to close the show out and talk to the owner himself again and see if he liked us enough to have us out again right after this.